Hi, my name's Steve Green. I'm head groundsman at Dixie Grammar School in Market Bosworth. We're a small village private school. The sports ground's approximately half a mile away from the main school. The children are brought down on the minibus. We've just had a new artificial pitch built that you can see behind me, which is connected to the main sports ground, which is turf, predominantly turf. 3 football pitches, cricket squares and a rugby pitch and some rugby grids. The actual maintenance of this sort of surface is pretty crucial, to be fair. We've been told by the manufacturers that each 10 hours play on it needs an hour's maintenance on it. So predominantly going on if the school use it for 8 hours, or sorry, the full school day, plus it's rented out between 5 o'clock and 9:30 at night. Obviously it's getting quite a heavy usage throughout the week. We are looking at the moment to tractor brush it at least once a week, possibly twice a week. It also depends if we obviously get debris on the surface, it will be swept as well. You can tell after a good 7-hour session on it, the top of the carpet starts to go shiny. That's when the surface starts to get slippy and does need a tractor brushing, just to stand the pile back up. What we normally do is brush it lengthways at one session, and the next time it's done to brush it across, but we never do it twice in the same direction. From a maintenance point of view, equipment, we've bought 3 pieces of equipment. We brought the SISIS sweeper. Small SISIS sweeper is 1.2 metres, I think it is, in width. I went to see that at a demonstration, SISIS demonstration last year. I was very impressed with it actually. The pitch that we went to look at was quite heavily with leaves all over it. So we actually put the brush on and it did actually pick the debris off the surface and drop the actual infill back through the holes. So I was quite impressed with that. We've just purchased one of those. That sweeper will probably get used probably once a week, once every fortnight, depending on the uses obviously and the debris that's on the surface. We've also bought a zigzag brush as well, which is the zigzags at the back and the straight brush at the front. Also I've bought the Flexicombe, which you can actually integrate into the brush. The actual zigzag brush we'll be using probably twice a week if need be. The reason why I bought the Flexicombe is obviously that we've got quite a few trees around here. There's a possibility we could get algae or moss onto the surface. So probably every 2 to 3 months throughout the winter, depending on what the build-up of algae or moss is, I intend to put the Flexicombe onto the back of the brush, or on the front of the brush, sorry, and just rough the surface up so it keeps the surface clean and standing up. We used the new equipment for the first time last week. We got on with it very well actually. The zigzag brush was easy to fit, and if you set it right where it's just touching the top of the carpet, it did a great job, to be fair. It stood the carpet pile back up, and one pass with that actual zigzag brush did the job great. The actual sweeper was brought out afterwards and connected to the tractor. We set that literally where the actual brushes are just touching the top of the carpet surface. And once it was pulled up and down the pitch surface, the debris was picked up fantastic actually, to be honest with you. Because it was a new pitch as well, we had small ends that were still left on the edge of the carpet where the lines had been cut in. It's picked all those up superbly. Any infill that was actually picked up and placed into the bucket fell through the holes and back onto the pitch surface. They were easy to fit. From a point of view of the sweeper, bringing it from the store to the actual pitch, it's got a connecting bar where you can actually lift the wheels, transfer wheels up, connect it to the trailer and just drive it along the road till you get to the pitch. Then you can unconnect it and drop the actual sweeper and set it to what level do you need on the pitch surface. One of the reasons why I actually bought the zigzag was because of it's got a straight brush in front, so you're not actually just getting a brush in one direction, even though you are travelling in one direction. The zigzags are at the back, the straight brush is at the front, so your actual pitch surface is actually really getting a good brushing and it's standing up. The actual sweeper, quite a few good points with it really. It's light, it's easy to move on your own. The interlocking wheels at the side where you can put it into gear and out of gear are pretty easy to use. The bar itself lifts up, so from a transfer point of view, if your store is not next to the pitch, which mine isn't, you can actually lift it up, lift the wheels and just drive it along, bring it to the pitch, then drop the bar down, So the actual travelling side of it is good as well. It's easy to adjust. It's just got an adjusting knob at the top which you turn clockwise to drop the brushes down and anti-clockwise to lift the brushes up. So from the point of view of that, it's an excellent machine. I like it because it's got the holes at the bottom, so the actual infill, which the sand infill we have here, just goes into the pan and then drops through to the holes back onto the pitch surface, so you're actually not losing any infill. All you're taking off is the debris.